and beyond!
Welcome back, adventurers. My name is Coyote, and welcome to a new series called Infinity and Beyond. So I'll be tackling a space exploration mod pack that I have, and I'll have a link down below for the exact mod pack if you are curious about that, as well as the link to the map that I'm going to go ahead and tackle. So, as some of you might know, I stream a lot on Twitch. So what I did with this map is the first stream that I did, I tested out all the mods in the mod pack on stream with some of my followers and subscribers. And where we managed to get is where I'm going to pick off this YouTube series. So we spent about 10 hours or so. That's like the average time for a for one of my streams. Well, average. Usually 8 hours. We took a little bit longer just because we wanted to make sure that it was secure, so that when everyone went offline, we wouldn't be completely screwed. Some of the notable mods in this mod pack, like I said, space exploration is going to be the main focus. That being said, we also have angel refining, which was for one of my followers, and it's caused quite a bit of havoc, so we're going to have to jump in this and fix it, because obviously we have no iron, because it is like just angel refining. It's not like 15 other mods that come with it. As well as just a mod that we've been playing a lot with on my stream is a mod called Big Monsters, so it's at quite a bit of difficulty. We'll see how it pans out here, because I am alone. It does ramp up a little bit, or it ramps down a little bit, because I am a solo player. But we'll have to see just how difficult it does get. So without further ado, let's go ahead and just jump straight into it. Okay, so let's take a general look at our base. We have our fun little insignia. I'm not fond of bouncers, is what that's about. So we have our copper. It is still in the rudimentary phases, so it's still going through like the first initial steps. Same thing with our iron. It has a few of the steps set up. It's just missing the last step, which I believe is purified crystals, or purified sapphirite. But that brings us up another byproduct that we have to deal with. Right now, the problem is this guy's not properly ratioed, so these sorting machines are causing problems, and they'll block up every now and then. So we need to go ahead and increase that, as well as increase our throughput over here, so just increase some belts. So let's jump straight into that, and let's see what we can have done. Every now and then I might periodically just go ahead and recycle some of the resources from people's inventories, because obviously there's all those resources there that we're never going to be touching again. Well, I mean, they won't be returning anyway to my solo play map. At the end of the series, I'm hoping to be able to compare with the community map. So there's a community map going on right now. If you go ahead in the multiplayer, called Coyote Land Community Map to Infinity and Beyond. And like I said, at the end of the series, I'll be able to compare with them and see how far they got compared to how far I got. And, you know what, let's just not brag too much to them, but I think I honestly am going to get a lot further than them. I've been trying to record, like, the first episode to the YouTube series for the last, like, 3 days, and every single time I wake up, there's always, like, these oh no maydays going on in Discord where, like, the base is under attack, because someone did something that is just, like, not what the base needed and caused so many problems, and then their great response was, yeah, this is too hard, I'm leaving. And it is open to the public, so every now and then you will have randoms just join up, or people that don't really know exactly what's going on in the map. And if they linger around too long with our little big monster mod, every now and then, well, some disasters will spawn, and I won't spoil it for you. You'll see what it comes. They're going to be spawning periodically, and putting down that rocket silo, however, will take away most of those conditions, which we don't want to do just yet. So let's go ahead and just fix this guy, because you need to be different. You need to be moved as well. So let's get rid of you. A little bit of tinkering is going to be needed. I swear to God, the first 10 hours we spent in this map was just trying to get iron going. I want to say it's because we're bad, and I feel like that's not the case. So something's messy with this particular mod. Like, I guess it relies on way too many other mods to just be a standalone mod. Because angel refining is pretty interesting, and it has all these extra steps. The problem is, like, how do you get the sulfur to get the entire system continuously going? And, well, beats me. I've played this mod once or twice in the past, and every single time we, like, straight up gridlock for, or not gridlock, but we deadlocked for like probably a few hours at the beginning of every map, just trying to get it going. And I want to say that at the end we kind of do. Like once everything's researched and all the steps are kind of put in place and it's tied into like 15 other systems, it seems to work. Like on the C block run that I did, it was okay-ish. I mean, there was ups and downs, but I feel like we managed to make it work. Then again, we were also clarifying like a bunch of things. But in this one, I don't want to be clarifying anything because we're so low on iron to start with. Alright, let's put you there. And these guys are a little bit slow just yet because they are Mark IIs. We'll be working towards that. Maybe I can actually make a few more. I'm missing 2 over here. I guess not. Do I have... I have tier 3s. Okay, that's something. Why are you skewed? No, you're fine. And then this, and then that, and that. Oh, there we go. And let's go ahead and inject all that in here. So these guys over here are going to be our... Well, I was hoping that you called a certain recipe, but it's not. So, anyway, this recipe goes ahead and takes in 1 iron pebble and... Oh, no, sorry. It takes in 4 iron pebbles and 1 nugget, which just so happens to be pretty much all the byproducts to our chunk sorting over here. So, that's good. That's very good. And you're good, you're good. The problem is we need to make sure that only our iron is coming out and not our other byproducts. Let's go ahead and change this little buggerino over here. This, well, that can stay, but this needs to all be torn out as well. This is the problem that I have with, like, for example, oil is a great example of this. If you don't overconsume resources or build, like, a bunch of fail-safes, I like to call them, when you have, like, more than 1 output for 1 input, so for example, oil, like there's oil coming in, and then you have 3 byproducts coming out. If you don't respect the ratio perfectly or overconsume, you're gonna deadlock at some point. And I refer to it as being chasing the dragon, because there's just no winning. It's always you always lie to yourself, you know? You're like, no, it's just a little bit more of this, a little bit more of that. Oh, it's just because we're missing this one step. Everything's great. And I'm not gonna. I mean, I do that every now and then. I chase the dragon every now and then. And it's horrible. You should avoid it like cancer. It's just the worst. Because there's just never any winning. And you believe it. You believe it so adamantly, so strongly that like there's just that one next step that you need, and everything's gonna be fine. And well, spoiler, it never is. Never. All right, let's. No, you don't need that. What you need is this, and you need is that. I want to unclog the system as quickly as I can because we need to start storing up that iron. Because there's a bunch of buffering that needs to be done in the base. Because, well, we were suffering for the longest time with this setup. And I only realized when I was trying to save the base at one point that it's... I mean, most of the problem here, obviously, we're not pushing out enough. And there's, like, a bunch of other issues that'll arise with all the byproducts that are coming out of here. But right now, this guy kept clogging up on us. And it's just because the ratios weren't respected. Or at some point, someone might have messed with it. And, like, the initial concept was lost. I mean, that's entirely possible, too. The fun thing about Multiplayer Madness, and the unfortunate thing with Multiplayer Madness, or multiplayer maps, is, well, sometimes people get very OCD about things. Like, they're very adamant that they want it built their way. And more often than not, there's never really a good reason as to why they want it that way. It's just, well, I build like this, and therefore everyone else has to. And you're like, but makes no sense. This game, or this particular mod pack, doesn't need it. And they're like, yeah, but in my base. Like, okay, well, I mean, in your base, whatever. This isn't your base, I guess. This is our base. Community base. I got to be very careful about our walls, because our perimeters are holding, but holy heck, does it take very little, and they are going to crumble. So I'm hoping I can get everything up and going that needs to be up and going before all these disasters pop. You can be this, and you don't need to be that. No, wait, sorry, you're the other way around, aren't you? And then, what the hell? No. Must have copied something accidentally. And same thing over here. Okay, and if I'm not mistaken, this guy produces... Wow, you're not fast enough. Alright, so it's less than a red belt for now. So let's just put a splitter. We could do it without a splitter, honestly, too, but... Splitters take a little bit less space. Like they take 1 belt less space. So that's something to go off of. Meteor just crash landed. That's another thing that we're gonna have to go do very soon. Is why the power? Oh, is everything connected through this? Oh my god. 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 Okay. So yeah, meteorites might crash, and meteorites will go ahead and damage our infrastructure. So it's important that we be able to protect against them. Alright, this needs to go as well. None of this is good. Alright, we do got bots. We got 400 bots. Alright, so we got some things going for them. So the idea behind this is that everyone's seen the initial parts of Factorio, let's face it. I mean, and everyone has their own tackle of how they want to do it, and I don't want to bore you guys with it. I mean, 95% of my starter is always the same thing. So I got rid of all that stuff. There's some YouTubers that'll go ahead and just edit all that parts out. But you know what? I feel like you guys have seen that enough, and you don't need to see it again. If you disagree, tell me in the comments, and then I know that for the next Let's Play, I will be doing from start to finish. We can still do the exact same conditions as my stream is put up to, so like the exact same map, the exact same mods, and all that. So they can still compete with us and see who the heck is better between me or my entire stream. But I will show you the starter. So just, once again, just let me know in the comments if that's something that you want to see. Alright, but I think that the more interesting elements of this mod take a little bit longer. Actually, I was just on the server, and I don't even think they got to that point yet. It's super dangerous, too, because the disasters will spawn the second we drop that rocket silo, so we don't want to be doing that. We want to be making sure that we have, like, proper defenses everywhere. Alright, you're good. You need to be this. And then, I need a few more of that. Which means a little bit more iron. Okay, the good news is this guy's going to start back up. So, we have something going there. What is this? Okay, I guess, whatever. And then same thing over here. Let's just pull you up there. So we'll try to keep you as clean as possible. There's going to be a little bit of revamping that needs to be done on the map, obviously. No! Well. Alright, whatever, it's fine. Okay, so then there are the 4 that I need. Let's put you down. And, ow, why does it keep doing that? Am I... Oh, I copied the recipe from... Okay, I see what happened. I got you. Thought you'd pull a sneaky on me, and you did twice. But lo and behold, if it's going to happen a 3rd time. They've broken through. Let's get rid of this. So I've learned something like interesting when while playing like multiplayer maps. If you go ahead and put a recipe in your weapon slot, it doesn't actually stick when you die. Like, weapons can still go there nonetheless. We'll see that at some point when I die, because I'm sure it's going to happen. Oh, that's why this thing's been dying, because the power is out. Yeah, Coyote. Not the smartest move right there. You know what, let's just plug you in, just as a redundancy. Alright, let's hope that everything's fine. Because that was the only attack, I think. Plugging the power in is going to be good. Mind you, there was turrets there to protect it, so it's not like it was that bad. But we're going to have to go ahead and tackle our walls, too, because they're pretty flimsy. Like I said, they just... Really? Seriously? I was just there. Alright, let's just plug you in this way. There we go. There's a radar over there, isn't there? I could have sworn there was a radar. Here, let's drop down another one then. That'll give us vision. At least we can kind of monitor what's going on. Okay. Well, we'll tackle you in a second. You don't need to be there for now, though. We just need to get this guy going. Oh my god, the resources. Alright, let's go. Let's go. Boom, baby. And it's missing a splitter. We'll try to keep it symmetrical. There we go. Okay, so now we have iron. We're missing a pole, though. Okay, we're missing inserters as well. Oh my god, these things are so noisy. I hope it's not picking up beyond belief in the recording. Because I do know that a lot of the angel stuff can get pretty noisy. And there's no way for me to edit it out without me knowing that it's super crazy loud. Okay, so this guy's doing something. It's not super great, but he's doing something. And what we're going to do is to properly utilize the next step. So the crystal part of it. We're going to go ahead and build another line of sorting machines. Alright, I have bots. Why am I lowering myself to the point of doing the bots work? Come on, bots. I pay you in electricity. Show me you're worth something. Okay, so we don't have too many resources. So I don't know that I'm going to go for tier 3 sorting facilities. Probably just going to stick with tier 2s for now. Yeah, red chips are doing pretty bad. And I'm sure I'm going to discover some little surprises in this map as time goes by. Because obviously I wasn't everywhere when I was doing this. And a lot of times when I do play with other people, like, it's like, alright, whatever, just build it. Knock yourself out. And they're not there to see it collapse. So we're going to see it collapse if it collapses. And it also might just not like click in too well with the style that I build. So I'll be building out and their system is going to cause my system to collapse, or my system is going to cause their system to collapse, and then we're going to have to go ahead and rebuild it. So, okay. Alright, we don't need to be researching that just yet. You know what we probably need? And it also pauses too. Right, that's cool. I really need artillery turrets. Because that's going to help us keep a perimeter. A pretty good perimeter. So let's get explosives out of the way. And then let's get military. Are we going to need a tank? Nah, we don't need no tank. Okay, apparently we need a tank. Never mind. We're going to need you. And then we're going to dump all our stuff into there. Realistically, I don't think we're going to get like to the point of building artillery anytime soon. Because that's going to be a lot of iron that I don't think we have just yet. Alright, where's my copper going? Copper is being smelted way the heck over there. Oh my god, look away. This is... I don't even have words for it. We're using a... I use a reverse mod in these multiplayer maps because people have... It's like an ongoing joke that they'll just build as many burner inserters as they can because they think it's hilarious. I am very adamant about burner inserters being completely useless. So useless. So they'll actively build them. Yeah, so there we go. Someone put some burner inserters in my inventory because I would never be caught dead crafting those. So anyway, we use the reverse mod to go ahead and like break down some of the things that we don't need as much of, like the 15,000 burner mining drills that people will build early game. And in this particular mod, they decided that it'd be hilarious to go ahead and deal with all the sulfur coming out of our refining and just break down that sulfur into petroleum. It's... I have no words. I have no words. All good, all good. And I went ahead to grab that for this, right? Oh, crud. We need more everything. Let's get rid of all the frames we have on hand. I think that was it. Oh yeah, that was totally it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Let's grab a little more bricks that we have hidden over here. Hidden over here. Nope, that wasn't set up. Alright. So let's create an, well, let's pop the belt just for now. But we'll create an overflow so that it prioritizes going on the right, which means going into this thing. And this guy is going to be the same thing. Just lower him a little bit. I mean, do we need stone ever in the system? I don't think we do. Alright, we're going to put you in a passive to supply the system. And this way we're not pulling straight off of our, let's call it our highway if you want. Like our main belt of that resource. So this is never going to be throttled by us just taking out resources to bring it somewhere else. It's only when we're going to be completely buffered up and there's going to be excess or something along the lines of that. So you need some power. And we're going to limit you to like a crazy amount. Because stone is something we have to deal with because of the angel we're finding. So the crushed stone has to be done, has to be put into something. So a bunch of brick is good, and landfill is the other solution that we have. I should probably go ahead and add an alarm, and I know people don't really like alarms. So we'll make sure to go ahead and knock off the sound to it. It's just going to give us a flashing alert. So when landfill, alright, let's just find it. Landfill is above 4,000. It's above 4,000. You're going to give me an alert, and the alert is going to say, it's going to say landfill almost full. Because if landfill gets full, yeah, if landfill gets full, it means that our system's going to back up. So that's very bad. And we don't want that. Oh my god, these guys. I could just tell these guys are going to be crazy noisy. Alright, how many more did we... We're missing more stone. And more steel. Stone brick. Didn't I grab that? Must be losing it in my old age. That's stone all the way over there. Okay. It's astonishing how much resources are needed for these buildings. Like, they are just really expensive. I can only imagine playing this with I mean, I've done it in the past, but playing with like all the Bob mods. Oh my god. It's just, oh my god. I'm getting shivers just thinking about it. Like, things are expensive. Like, those maps just run for hours. Hours. They run for like hundreds of hours. The C-block run that we did, we just ended up concluding that, like, we had SpaceX in it though in our defense. We just concluded that the only way to like realistically get any resources was just to let it run 24/7. So it was just like continuously running. Ah, there we go. You're something here. I don't like how you're set up, and I'm going to deal with you in a second. But for now, you're here. Yeah, I'm going to have logistic bots in the system. Nope, none yet. I don't think it's researched because in this particular mod pack, logistic bots require yellow science. So they require utility science. They used to be called high-tech science. Oh, the age of old. Or the days of old. Alright. 3 is going to be good for now. I don't know how much this guy's actually producing. Might actually have to just, like, calculate that out real quick. You are not even. Everything must be even. Otherwise, people aren't very happy about it. Alright. You are crystals. And, oh god. Okay. Let's see how well we're gonna deal with this attack. Okay, that's holding firm. Are they attacking anywhere else? So that's a frenzy. That's one of the potential disasters that can happen. Frenzies alone are not exactly the worst. I'm sorry, I'm standing by this thing again. It's crazy loud, isn't it? They're not alone by themselves. They're not that bad. They are pretty bad when you get to the point of being like behemoths and stuff. I know, I'm running away. We're going to get rid of all the noise at one point. And we're going to do this. And then we just need to replicate this thing. Oh, so I was checking here, the ratios were fine. Yes, they are. Okay, excellent. And not excellent. Need more iron. Alright, that's fine. We're gonna do you like this, I guess. So if you guys know how to go ahead and deal with all the sulfur, because I'm fairly sure that it gets to a point where sulfur is just unsustainable without like a whole other bunch of mods. I think the main way that you're supposed to be getting sulfur in Angels and Bobs is through the algae farms. I'm probably completely wrong on that, but that's what I remember from my encounter with it. So if there's another way that I should be doing this, like if there's another approach that I should be doing for my for angel refining, please let me know in the comments, because I'm definitely looking for some constructive criticism on that. Where did I run over here? I needed you guys. Oh, and these are our meteorite point defense. So this defends us a little bit against meteorites. I think actually, if I'm not mistaken, it wasn't built. All right, never mind. Could have sworn I asked Billodai to build one of those guys. I guess it never came around to bouts. It never came to fruition. There's just like so many chests everywhere. So I guess maybe next episode what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through everyone's inventory, or just like at the end of today's episode and before tomorrow's episode, I will I'll go through everyone's inventory and I'll empty out all those things, because I bet there's a bunch of goodies in there that we could be using over here. Okay, you're connected, you're good, you're that, you're this. And then one, oh come on now. There we go. Okay, we can run away from this thing. We're not going to be here for some time until we need to go ahead and upgrade it. Which, looking at this guy right here, seems like that's going to be pretty soon. Because you're not keeping up at all. And that's, well, to say the least, a problem. Let's go ahead and, oh my god, that's, this triggers me. This doesn't need to be any of that. This needs to be upgraded. Well, it doesn't need to be upgraded just yet, because these guys aren't fast enough. Alright, what's needed? Maybe that's actually what we should focus on. The next tier requires red circuits, which we have. It also requires a bunch of iron gears, which we do not have. So let's set up what we need for our gear production. Can I kind of splice it in here? I don't know that I really want to. Alright, let's just pull it off of this guy right here. We'll just have like some small little production. Just a teeny little thing. 3 assemblers is going to be more than... Oh, you know what? Why am I doing this? I have it automated, don't I? There we go. Get your head in the game, Coyote. Let's get rid of this. Alright, so it's just to be a small little area that we can go ahead and grab some gears from. Because a lot of these structures are going to require a crazy amount of gears. And handcrafting them is going to be a waste of time. I'm not a fan of putting gears on the bus, and I'm not going to. But having a little production of gears is okay, in my book. I know it's like a hotly debated topic. Alright, so let's kind of do the same thing we did over there, where we're going to prioritize it coming there, and the excess is going to come out on this side, and we're going to put it in a passive provider. Once again, we don't have any bots yet, so we're fine on that. And let's limit it to about 5 stacks. Was that 5? That was 4 stacks. Let's limit it to 5 stacks. let it do its thing. You're going to do this. Good. Okay. Alright. Let's see how far we can get with this guy, because, I mean, that's really my goal for today, is just to get my iron, like, flowing at a decent rate. There's all these things I have to get clear out of my inventory as well. I need a bunch of red chips. I have a bunch of red chips. So real quick, if we just math that out, they require 12 each, and we have 6, 12, 15. 15 times 12 is 150, 180. 100, no wait, 15 times 12. 120, 180. Yeah, no, that was right. Okay, so we need 180 of... Oh, wow, we have way more than enough. Okay. Yeah. We're going to need a lot more steel and other... Oh, wait, wrong one again. We need a lot more steel and brick, though. We don't have tremendous amounts of steel. I mean, I guess I could just, like, steal it from these things. Ultimately, we're increasing the amount of iron that we're getting. Or iron ore that we're getting. I should specify that. Alright, what do we need? What do we need? What do we need? We need 360, then plus, so we need 400, 540? Is that correct? 18, yeah, 540. Wow, okay. Wow, alright. That's a lot of steel. And we're going to need like close to 1,000 brick. Interesting. We're doing things, and that's what's important. So maybe let's dump some of these things that we don't need just now in the event that we get attacked, and then, like, you know, hey, the system needs to go ahead and purge it anyway. Not sure why I have plastic on me. That's it? That's all I want to get rid of? One thing? Come on now. Get rid of this. Get rid of those. These can be broken down. No, I need to focus. I need to focus on just doing that, our sorting machines. So... we're going to slowly deal with this, one at a time. Ah, gears. That's what I forgot. Doesn't that just make sense? Let's maybe dump all this. Ah, your nuggets. Of course you are. I'm just going to replace you with all these for now. That way you get consumed. Run over to our little gear production that we put over there. Let's grab all the gears that we can, and we'll start our production of things. Wait, what are you missing? Gears. That's what we're doing! That's what we're getting! Do you need more gears? You need brick. Well, I mean, technically you just need, like, the previous thing. So let's go ahead and just grab that. But at the same time, let's go grab some actual brick, because we can do one more... and then that's going to be a problem. Damn it. I was so accurate up until that point. We got some. Okay, so... oh my god. I know I'm going to annoy myself in editing, because these things are going to be so loud. I mean, they're loud on my side, so I can only imagine after editing how loud they're going to be. Because I play with, like, the volume pretty low so that I can pay attention to my surroundings. I have, like, the worst doorbell ever. And it happens so many times a week that someone comes and rings at the doorbell and I can't hear it. And then it's just like, Coyote, why didn't you answer the door? I'm like, well, I wasn't aware. I was playing video games. And they're like, oh my god, video games. What a loser. And then I don't invite them back. Because video games are life. 2 more. And you're good. It's already starting to thin out a little bit. Oh yeah, it's thinning out. Oh wait, why are you not prioritizing being put there? Okay, well, we found another problem. So you prioritize there. You're fine. Because a yellow and a red comes up to... oh my, they changed the ratios, didn't they? Yeah, it comes up to 45 items per second. second. Yeah, per second. So that's a blue belt, is what I'm getting at. Maybe we want to condense this, though. So push onto the bottom belt. This guy pushes into the next tier. And if this guy gets backed up, then we jump onto the other thing. We're going to also run out of... No, we have too much sulfuric acid now. Okay. More processing is needed, I guess. Oh, wow, you are really having a hard time here, aren't you? Why is that? Something going on that I'm not aware of? You seem to be doing just great. I guess we don't need to upgrade them? Why is that? Okay, whatever. Then we'll use all the resources that we just accumulated into getting that next tier of things, which is going to give us way too much, or it gives us a way to get rid of sulfuric acid until we start running out. Because if I'm fairly sure if I calculated it right, it is a complete deficit for those resources. I mean, I grazed it quickly, so I might be wrong. What did we need? We needed one more. Or one more after the one that I'm crafting. So what do you need? You need so many things. First of which you need brick. So let's grab some brick. Okay, now we need iron. So I'm going to grab some gears. And I need, that's it, just more iron. Good. So this iron's looking a lot better already. Slowly but surely, I guess. There we go, and there we go. And then, yeah. Nope. Let's keep our design for symmetry purposes. I mean, these should be stack inserters, honestly, instead of just being two blue inserters. As the tier goes up, let's, you know what, hey. Don't know that's going to really change anything. We're going to do this, and we're going to do that, and we're getting more tax. We're fine for... Ah, come on now. I have a feeling that this belt is not going to be fast enough, this yellow belt. It's probably going to need to be upgraded to something else. Can I go ahead and craft those last two? I can. And then we just need to craft that missing sorting machine. And that's going to be iron. And then iron is back operational. We don't have to deal with all the byproducts that it'll create. Because at some point, crushed stone needs to be dealt with. We're just making it into landfill. I mean, that's not really a solution. And, well, sulfuric acid, I think, yeah, it's getting pretty backed up. It's being broken down. So we need to deal with that. But that's going to be for tomorrow's episode. What do I need? I need more gears. And that's our last sorting machine. 1, 2, 3. Wait, what? Really? Wait, what do you need? Oh, you need straight up iron plates. Okay. There we go. So with that, iron is complete for now. Like I said, there's some other byproducts that we need to deal with. So let me know what you thought about today's episode. Let me know what you also think about the concept that we're going with, the whole idea of getting rid of all the grind, the initial 10-hour grind that these mods tend to kind of kick into high gear, and just focusing on some more of like what happens afterwards and then comparing it with the stream. Very interested to hear what you want to know, or what your opinion is on that matter. So thumbs up, thumbs down, let me know. It's the only way I'm going to get better at this. Thanks for joining me for today's adventure, and I hope to see you for the next one.